Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be dealing with a tornado warning up in Texas, specifically Smith County. This is going to be heading towards Tyler, New Chapel Hill, and most likely towards the Overton area. As of right now, this tornado warning has been radar indicated issued, so they are putting out the active warning for the radar indication. Right now it is over Tyler, so it has a likely chance to start picking up debris if this does touch down. You can see this big influx right here on this side, and I'll go ahead and highlight that. So you can see that influx right there. We're going to head over to our echo tops real quick. Our echo tops are presenting a large storm within these three clouds, so these three major clouds. So on our base velocity here, you can see this big portion of rotation that is more than likely to cause that tornadic area to start getting ready to touch down. So we are definitely going to be watching this very closely today, because this is one of the more storms that we really got to watch with the most recent one coming up. So we're going to roll this back real quick. As you can see, as this slowly starts to appear, you see the rotation slowly appearing, then it gets warned. It had been warned a little bit before that one shot, but it was there. So, as you can see right now, this tornado warning is currently issued until 4:30 p.m. CDT, so about 20 minutes, and this was radar indicated for southern eastern Smith County in northeastern Texas. So, here's the deal, y'all. If y'all are in this area, you guys know what to do. Take cover, do that general stuff. This is just the general vicinity where you guys need to be in that facility. Impact fly debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely, so you guys want to be in that safe area. This storm will hit ARP in about 10 minutes. So ARP right down here, it's just right off that connection right there. You guys definitely are going to get hit. Chapel Hill. Sorry. Okay, so the backward tornadic thunderstorm includes New Chapel Hill. This dangerous storm will be located near ARP around 4:20, so that's 10 minutes, like I said. Precautionaries are as follows: take cover now, move to a basement or interior building or interior room on the lowest floor. Floor must be sturdy building with low windows. If you are outdoors or in a mobile home or vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter to protect yourself from flying debris. Again, this was radar detected, so, and this thing has a 0.75 hail index. I put 0.50 because that's what it presented on my side originally. So, at 4:03, a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing, located near Tyler, moving east at 35 miles an hour. So, this storm's moving pretty quickly, too, to say the least. So, on our base velocity here, or not velocity, just this radar view, you can see the way it's heading. You get that branch off right here, and you gotta get that good view on it to present that. So that is definitely going to be one of those areas we're going to watch out for, that is likely to branch off. So I'd say more southern Tyler, you guys are definitely in the affection area. Northern Tyler, like really, really northern. I know you guys aren't in that warning, but you guys are in a thunderstorm warning. So you guys got to be cautioned about that. I recommend you guys check out Ryan Hall in case I'm not streaming, by the way, or none of my guys are streaming. We have a Discord server and everything that will notify you guys on. So they just pushed the new thing down here with the hail. It's a 1.0 hail. We'll update that. Hold on one moment. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're dealing with this tornado storm, basically, tornadic storm, that is definitely presenting that function to attempt. So I'm going to change some of the stuff up on here, and we will be right there. So now this should be changed, say 1.0. Yep. Okay, at the bottom of the screen now it says 1.0 hail index. So those in Texas, this is where you guys are looking at for the storm. Now this storm is, like I said, tornadic, so they have warned it. Now if we go back into here, you can see it's kind of branching here as this continues. I don't know what to call that right now because I don't know where that's going. You see the hail right here. You see it. It's a lot larger of a pixel, but as you can see, you do have that rotation indication though on the base velocity, which, let me get that pulled up. Base velocity is still presenting the same thing. Give it about a minute and it should update. Once we get like a tornado vortex, it's probably gonna get upgraded, so it is more likely. So as of right now, we're dealing with that tornado, or tornadic thunderstorm. It does have that likely presentation. So if you guys are watching from the areas that are presented here and where you are inside that warning, go ahead and take shelter, do that stuff, try and get to your safe area, because this has been happening a lot recently, and it's better to be safe than sorry, even if it is just rotation. It's better to be in that safe area instead of in damage path if something starts to happen. So right now over Tyler, it just happened, so we're going to change over to CC real quick. Oh wow, okay. There is 100% hail. I'm looking at that right now, and I'm seeing hail, a lot of it. I would say this is the borderline of this, but I'm not entirely sure right now. I'm not seeing debris, so that means we're not on the ground, and it's not observed, from my knowledge, right? General warning remains in effect. Alright, this warning is getting ready to expire soon. 21:30 or 4:30 CDT. Right, 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. So, radar indicated, so they are constantly updating this bulletin. Yeah, it's just radar indicated. It says 0.75 and or higher, but I'm saying that's probably wrong. After all, National Reserve has not been great at giving warnings out, but they have pushed them now, so I'll give them that. As the storm starts heading over towards Arp and Overton, I'd definitely be aware past these areas to those areas. So we're going to be watching this storm for a little while. If this warning expires, we're going to watch it for about 10 more minutes, and we're probably going to head off until the next tornado warning is issued. So as of right now, we're not really going to be covering too many severe thunderstorms because they're just so unlikely to deal with a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's why you're not going to see a lot of this, but we are definitely working on it very slowly but surely. I'm going to put some Ryan Hall on so you guys can hear Ryan Hall's opinion on this. He's a good guy at this, so.
So this is a view of that storm. This is a live look from Storm Chaser Chris Hall. He is very close to Comanche and De Leon in Texas, and he's saying that from his vantage point, anyways, this could become a problem very soon. Now, listen, tornado or not, this storm's going to be a problem for anybody it rolls up on. Okay, so I don't want to get too caught up on you know talking about the tornado potential because man, this is a nasty monster storm here coming towards Gorman and Desdemona in Texas, and it's going to pack a punch with strong winds and hail. Okay, but we are watching this dangly bit right here. If it reaches down far enough and latches onto that the warm front, which is currently pretty displaced, it could have a potential of producing a tornado here. So we're watching that closely. Storms popping up behind it. Man, we've got a lot of storms popping up here, and this is why we have the tornado watch, and this is why we are live today, keeping an eye on all this stuff for you. Big time, something big time is going to happen with this cell, I do believe.
I read. Where the hell is I
It's
read?
trying to present in a way where it's one of those storms where you just have to look at every frame and analyze what's going on here. But I do believe that this supercell is going to try very hard to produce a tornado as it approaches Meridian, Texas, and Morgan. So I want everybody in those towns to be hyper weather aware over the next hour or two, because we're going to be watching it here very closely. And as soon as we get the idea that there's going to be something significant happening, we'll let you know. And then of course, when the warning is officially issued, we will let you know about that too. And boy, oh boy, I don't like to look at that. Jonesboro, Valley Mills, just to the east of Jonesboro, this supercell here is also getting its act together. Valley Mills, Crawford. This is a storm that would eventually maybe impact Golston or West in Texas. These two supercells right here have big, bad mamma jamma looks to them. Okay, hopefully they don't present that way in the next hour or two. But these are the kinds of storms that definitely cause your traditional classic big Texas tornadoes. So we're going to watch them very closely, and hopefully everybody in this area is aware of what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just waiting. Honestly, we have Brad Arnold. Do we have Brad? Okay, yeah, we've got Brad Arnold. He's above my head here. He's the closest to this storm that I'm most concerned about, and he's core punching right now. Let me show you this. Um, so this is a live look from Storm Chaser Brad Arnold. He's driving through the the heaviest precipitation in the storm to try to get out in front of where that hook is because he's approaching it from the backside. Dangerous maneuver. Obviously, don't recommend anybody ever try this, but we know Brad Arnold is the tornado sniffer. He's a professional, and he's doing this so that we can hopefully get a ground view of the tornado forming, if that's what's happening here, before it moves into the greater Meridian area. It's probably loud in the vehicle. I don't know if he'll even hear me, but I am going to try to reach out. Brad, we are live on YouTube right now. We see you slicing through the core here. Just as soon as you get a moment, I know you're busy. You fill us in on what's going on. What do you think about this storm? What's your next move? We're watching. And then who else is on that storm? Nobody really. We got Chris and Zach back on the other storm. I'm going to talk to.
Hey Ryan, rotation was looking very good in it. It's kind of dissipated a little bit. I'm waiting to see another scan. Reflectivity still looks really good. Encountered some about quarter-sized, maybe golf ball-sized hail. Torrential rain. Very, very strong RFD winds, which is really a lot what we were missing yesterday. It seemed like a lot of the surface winds weren't there. I would not be surprised at all if this was done a tornado very shortly.
Okay, so there you go. That was Brad Arnold talking about this little discrepancy here in the velocities. You can see how things are ramping up here. We've got a pretty good looking couplet. A lot of this is probably some sort of um, distortion at some level. But right here, this last scan just looks a little bit less impressive. But if we look at the actual reflectivity here, this is a strong storm that's going to exist in the environment that allowed for that initial rotation for a long time. So we're going to see this cycle up and down, pulse up and down, as it approaches meridian. And unfortunately, I think by the time it gets there, it has a very good chance of producing a tornado. So, Andy, go ahead. What you got?
Ryan, I think that this cell down near that's going to track towards Waco is a little more concerning actually now as it closes in on Valley Mills and Crawford. I'm looking at the photographs or the graphs of the wind, the dangly bit or the noodles. Sorry, these are the noodles that we talk about often here. I think we have a bit of side lobing occurring right now, but these are still indicative of strong velocity. Those curved noodles are telling me that when this supercell matures, it can travel due east in this area. So our right-moving supercells tend to travel east in today's environment, which means it would take more of a line towards the Waco metro area here in Nicollet County in Texas. So everybody along the north side of Waco should have an advance heads up for the track of this storm as it matures and potentially travels more to the east. So that's something we look at often, how supercells change in direction as they travel and as they mature.
Yes, thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill, for moving our attention down to the south a little bit. We've talked about this storm a few minutes ago. It looks even more impressive now as we've got this rotation here approaching the Valley Mills and Crawford area, maybe even eventually Waco, Texas, okay? I do want to make it very clear that we're watching several storms right now. Both of these are concerning, and we're watching the Meridian, Clifton, Valley Mills, Crawford, and Waco areas. But one or the other here very soon is going to warrant a tornado warning more than likely. So we want you guys ready right now to get in your safe spot. If you're anywhere east of these supercells, okay, go ahead and have your plan in place. Know what you're going to do. Think about the stuff that you normally wouldn't think about. Have a go bag. If there is a tornado, and we don't want to scare you or anything, but in a worst case scenario where you do experience damage, what if you've got to walk over glass, nails, debris, to evacuate your home after the storm?
Ryan, it is Chris. We are
Wanna
getting
have
east
shoes.
towards the Leon. Visually, I am seeing location in the storm. It may be trying to get its act together here pretty shortly. I'm about to upload a video to Twitter.
Okay, so that was Storm Chaser Chris Hall. He's talking about a completely different storm way back here towards De Leon, Texas. This is our big hail producer that's moving into Gorman and Desdemona right now in Texas. It is rotating, okay? This storm is rotating. It's got a huge rotating mesocyclone. It's got a huge hail core on it. It's not an imminent tornado threat as much as some of these other storms, but it probably will be at some point. So make sure you guys are paying close attention to this one as well. But once again, right here near Carbon, a 2.5-inch hail report just came in. So we talked about how right there near Carbon, we were thinking maybe there was going to be 2-inch in diameter hail. Looks like it's even bigger than that as it approaches Gorman and Desdemona now. So keep that in mind. Man, this storm right here really looks nasty, for a lack of a better word. I want to take a look at this from a couple different angles on Radar Omega. You guys can do this too. You've got the app on your phone, iOS, Android, any of that. You can go over to the high-res velocity and analyze this for yourself. You can see the big inflow here. This could be a little bit of side load contamination, but the general structure of the storm is showing up here in that we have a lot of air being sucked into the storm here, okay? And then whenever the storm matures enough to promote a rear flank downdraft of cooler winds coming down this way, that's when the rotation is going to more than likely put down a tornado here as this approaches places like Valley Mills and maybe even Waco. We've got to watch it closely. Right now, the general motion of this storm is to the north and east. But as it matures and as it interacts with some of the mid-levels and higher levels of the atmosphere, there could be some steering that allows the storm to actually go directly east towards Waco. So we hope that that doesn't happen, but if it does, it's a good hour or more before that happens. So you've got a very early heads up here. Yeah, pretty concerning look on that one, to be honest. A little bit less concerning up here on the northern supercell, but we do have a new couplet right here that we're watching very closely. Storm chaser Brad Arnold is in front of the storm now, so if there is a tornado, I mean, we'll see it. We'll see it through his feed just as soon as he points the camera towards it. The storm is rapidly approaching Meridian, Texas. There is no tornado warning there, but we do want you guys watching out, okay? We do want y'all watching out. Big old dangly bit on the Gorman storm here. Big hail core 2 coming in on this storm. All of this, let me zoom out a little bit because I know that if you're just now tuning in, you might not have a whole lot of context. But this is Texas. This is Texas that we're looking at here. We currently have, I believe, no tornado warnings right now. The one that was for Tyler has been allowed to expire. So we're going to wait. That probably won't last very long. But right now, we do have a couple of considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. One of those is in Florida. So let me take you here. We've got 1 inch in diameter hail and 70 mile per hour winds over here in Martin, Florida. We're going to fly to that storm. And then, boom, there it is. Okay, large storm over here. And we've got another one forming right behind it. Potential flash flooding situation could be unfolding here between Eldred and North River Shores in Florida. So keep that in mind. But also, just, I mean, these things are very strong storms with very big hail and wind moving towards even Delaspine as well in Florida. Now let's fly back over to Texas because we've got a brand new tornado warning. Here we go. And this, ooh, we got 2. We have 2 tornado warnings now.
A new tornado warning.
So both of our storms that we've been watching have been warned now. So there we go. We've got a tornado warning for Boss County, Texas, and then we've also got a tornado warning for Corey and new tornado warning in McLennan counties in Texas. So these are both of our storms in Texas that we have been watching. Brad Arnold is in the path of one of those right now, literally right in smack dab in the middle of it. So let's get an update from him. Brad, they just put out a tornado warning for your storm. You seen anything yet?
Right, as of right now, no. With these storms that are on the warm front, they're extremely grungy looking. It's tough to get visual. I know that I'm riding on the warm front because I constantly look down and I can see first off the windows fogging up in front of me, so that's a pretty tall telling sign. But really tough to make any features out right now. I'm also keeping an eye on that storm that's south of Clifton. Typically, I choose the southernmost cell, so I'm going to continue to Meridian and continue to watch that cell down that's headed towards Waco as well.
Okay, so Brad is seeing the same thing that we're seeing with that southernmost cell potentially being the more concerning storm right now. Both of them equally concerning, though, if you're in the path. Okay, if you're in any of these polygons here, you need to be taking shelter. You need to be, trying to do everything you can to put as many layers of protection between you and the outside world as possible. And also, if you're just now tuning in and you haven't done so already, please consider sharing this stream on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok. Make a tag on TikTok, son. You know how many people are on TikTok right now? Do whatever it is and help us spread the word because I guarantee you, there are at least a couple thousand people in Meridian or in Valley Mills who have no idea what's going on here. Okay, the one thing that we've learned from doing
Hey
this.
Ryan, Brad, I'm going to drop down to that cell that we flipped it. That really has my attention. I'm going to leave this one right now. It looks like I may be going to the cell merger. Always turn back if I need to.
That was Brad Arnold once again, more concerned about the Waco storm. But once again, what we've learned by doing this is, tornado warnings, tornado watches, whatever it is, people just don't pay attention to what though? People are on TikTok, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, and all that stuff. So if we can get ourselves in front of them, hopefully we can present that information to them in a way that's not immediately repulsive. Some people find traditional media, literally repulsive. Hey, I don't. I'm friends with a lot of like TV weathermen, okay? But like what we found once again, we've talked to tens of thousands of people in these places that get hit by
Alrighty, ladies
this
and
storm.
gentlemen, a tornado warning
What
has
we
been
found
issued,
is that
and we are going to
because
be
people
trying to
are on
cover
Facebook and
this
folks can't send
while
me
we
shit
have a
on Facebook,
chance.
they saw it, they
This is
watched
an
it,
active
they
threat right here.
communicated.
I
So
can
that's what we're
see
trying to do
this
here.
physically as an
We don't
active
need to
threat.
with your help.
This
So
I'm visibly
Valley
seeing.
Mills,
You can
get
see
ready.
the
This does
influx
look like
here.
it's going to try to do the thing here as it gets closer to you. These storms aren't.
Um,
These storms aren't having a field day. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
a lot
this
of
is
them are
definitely
racing
rising.
outbreaks that
I
can
just took
occur
a
as soon as
3D
this
scan
storm
of it,
in time
and on the
outbreaks.
scan, it is
As soon as the
presenting this
storm formed, man,
big
it was
cloud
creating a tornado.
that is most likely
Today,
rotating.
as soon as the
And
storm
then we're
forms,
gonna
it
head
is
over here
spinning,
to
but it's having a harder time
wherever
creating
this
a
is. I don't
tornado,
remember right now.
which is a good thing.
Merlin.
Not all
Right now we do
outbreaks can
have
be historic,
MDA,
thankfully, but
which is
it
presenting
doesn't change the
along with
fact that
the
this
warning.
probably will
So
could produce a
as
tornado
we're
very soon
on the
here
warning right
as it
now,
approaches
we're
Valley
gonna
Mills,
be
Texas.
watching this as this goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta remember this went from originally a thunderstorm to a warning. The one up here has expired, so we're covering this one down here for anybody who's wondering. So, Bosque County, you guys are definitely up in that. Iredell County to Murden, you guys are definitely in there. Morgan's in there.
I'm just scrolling through Twitter. By the way, if you want to
So.
send me your pictures and videos, only if you can do so safely. But if you want to send me, reports, pictures, videos, or even tag me or in anything newsworthy, please do so on Twitter. My handle is @.
So once again, for those watching, check us out. We're going to be streaming for a little while now while we get this posted up. We have 2 tornado warnings on the bottom of the screen. We do have the line of where it is and how we are addressing it. So as of right now, we will be continuing to address it until further. So we do have a confirmed on the ground right now. Sorry if I sound sick, y'all. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff and get y'all informed. So, if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I'll try to address it whenever I get a chance. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those just joining the stream, we have 2 tornado warnings right now for Texas. One is going to be up in Murden. I see more joining us, thank you. We have one up in Murden right now. That is a radar detected one that has a hazard of a tornado. We have an MDA deployment up there. We also have another one towards Valley Mills, Texas, and Crawford, Texas, China Springs, Texas. You have this big rotation gap here that is presenting that kind of influx and inflow there. Now, on this, oh wow, okay, hold on. Let me try and get a better view on it. On the INROT, it's not presenting too much, but you could definitely see right here, the big influx right here of where that is at. So, we're going to head back over here. So, as you can see, this storm has been hooking and also having that inflow there. It's, holy crap, I lost 3 viewers in that time. Wow, that's depressing. Okay, anyways, well, we do have this sort of rotation up in Valley Mills right now that is presenting. Yeah, I know. You saw that too. I had 4 guys in here, and 3 of them just straight up disappeared. Not even kidding. So on the radar, it is showing the rotation influx. This is most likely where we're having our influx in, and then we do have the actual physical cell as most likely rotating towards the edges. Now, I don't have a good view on this too well, so I can't exactly confirm or deny whether something is on the ground or what. I'm not a real mega right now, so it's not really helping me that much. So, anyways, as you guys can see here, we do have that kind of rotation influx, which is most likely supposed to be up here. That is going to continue down this line. And Radar's about to update, so stand by. So as this continues, you kind of see this hook forming, this hook vortice is most likely what we're looking at here that's trying to rotate, which is, yeah, it looks like it. So you do have that influx right there that is presenting that, and you do have that show of it. Down here you have influx going in with hail, major hail. The hail might kill this storm more than likely, but 2.35 hail most also likely means the storm is likely to produce more than you think. As you guys can see down in the bottom underneath, covering active weather for you, it'll give you all the information on what the current warning is. I updated that a few minutes ago to give you that kind of presentation. So since these are actively drawing out, you guys can see the physical cell starting to hook out right here. I'm more concerned about this Murden one, because Murden one definitely does have a hook here as this starts coming towards it. And this is where we're going to really start getting up into such an intersection. So as we start moving, we're going to be continuing the watch over a lot of these. A lot of these are trying to form hooks and trying to produce, to be completely honest. There's another one up here that has a reported 2.50 index, but I don't see it now. This has been a squill line of cells. Holy, that's a 4.35. I have not seen that in a while. Anyways, as you guys can see, as this starts to form, we have rotation up to the 4th of the cell, which is most likely not rotation. It is most likely just an influx of air, so that warm influx going up into the storm, and then the rotation is most likely trying to form somewhere inside this big red area. It is unlikely, I'm saying, that this actually physically presents signs of it rotating right here. Because if it rotates right here, that would make no sense. Down here, we do have this big influx, same thing basically, except this is where I'm going to get a little bit concerned about it. This highlighted area I have highlighted right now is presenting that possible rotation antic. As we move into Murden, you can see all this coming through. Morgan, Murden, Bosco. This is the areas that you guys are looking at. If you guys are inside these areas, we're recommend you guys take cover, just saying. Our MEHS is presenting that hail, and then we're gonna, I guess smoothing helps a lot. What is our view? A lot of these features I have not tested out. This is a different software that I normally use. There you go. There's a good view of that. There's your influx. That's what I was just talking about. This is your influx coming in to the storm, which is likely to have that presentation as rotation, but it's not. Over here on BR, or base reflectivity, it is presenting the two signs here for an active threat. We have that hail index, which almost every tornado is going to have, And then you also have your warning, which has been issued by the National Weather Service up in Fort Williams, I believe, somewhere along there. So as we, oh wow, that's a lot. Okay, as we continue, we're going to cover this one real quick. I'm going to leave the tornado warning thing up on the top of the screen right now, since we are covering more than just that. So let's hop over here to the thunderstorm warning up in Harrison, Longview, Lakeport, Beckville, Carthage, Greenwood areas. Let's see if it wants to load. Jeez. There we go. Okay. So this was supposedly a 4.0, but I'm not seeing it. Golf ball size hails with 60-mile-per-hour winds with 1.75. So yeah, thought so. So right now, that's what we're looking at. Nothing too much to that point where we're going to be directly on top of it constantly, but you can definitely see the hail in some of these storms. Right now, I don't see any hail presence in this storm. Oh, there it goes. It may load sometimes and have that take time moment. So, as of right now, the storm is in Morgan from the north one, in Murden. So, as you can see here, as this hook starts to form, you kind of see this kind of pull out in Murden right now. Yeah. As this continues to present these signs here, oh, there's your section. Hold on, let me okay, so this is your influx. So right here, right where I have highlighted, this is going to be your influx of air coming in. Then you have your MDA deployment. So your MDA is your strength of the storm. Your strength of the storm could also mean there's a tornado, but we don't quote that here. We try and keep that out of our mouth unless there's a warning issued, in which we'll mention it to say, hey, warning. As we continue on this, we do have that tornado vortice signature on here. So a 1.75 MDA strength. So your MDA is like your tornado vortices that have likely attempted to form. It has been reported that there has been rotation on here, but I don't know if they've reported it entirely, as the radar indicated. So I know there's some chasers on this, and they have seen rotation. So where we're at on this. And it also has presented that tornado vortex signature, which has presented in that area. So if you guys are inside the area of Murden, Bosque, northeastern Bosque towards Murden, if you know anybody out here, I'm going to give them a call, but this has kind of passed over Murden. I mean, I'm still a little bit worried about that hook. Hook is the only real section I'd be a little worried about Murden directly. And then as the storm continues, it could either head off into this road or head into Morgan. Now, I would rather it head off into a road that's not populated because of the nature of the storm. So, at 4:44, this radar was updated. It's about to update again, so give it a moment. Mods, how y'all doing while we're looking at this? I'm well. Let's head over to Andy
to
real
us,
quick.
we have channels where we're watching things come through on social media, and and then the team is also talking to us at the same time. All sorts of planning is going on at the same time. It's a massive operation, and my brain is stretched to a limit to keep track of all this. So again, our active tornado warnings again are into western McLennan County north. That's western McLennan County. It's kind of on an odd shape. This includes China Springs out ahead of this, Valley Mills here in the hail core of this storm right now. The rotation on this, from what we can tell, is pretty weak. When we go aloft, it's not very supportive of more than a weak tornado at the moment. But again, I think that the path this storm in particular is taking is a little bit more to the east here, and we'll go towards Ross, Elmwood, Lacey, Lakeview, to the north of Waco here in Texas. This is the path I think that this supercell will take. Is generally more of an east northeast path here, a little bit more to the east than you may expect it to go, because supercells do change in their path when they mature. They become right movers or left movers, or all sorts of stuff is possible. No, these are typical springtime storms. We get severe setups like this all the time in the spring. This is definitely right in the middle of an expected severe weather setup, I would say, for this part of the country. And as we go more to the north over the next month, that again, that's the expected track of how Tornado Alley really develops with time here each year. So this storm over here, let me go over this one now that it's closer to the Shreveport radar. So this is a monster hailstorm entering Henderson, Texas. Henderson, Texas, about to get in on some really bad hail here, I'd say. Probably quite a bit is going to fall in the city here. So this is in Rusk County, central Rusk County in Texas, toward the Louisiana border. This should let's look at the track of this. So it looks like it's trying to move very far to the southeast now. In the recent scans, you can see that track change from east to more to the southeast, like this, along this blue line. So there's the core of the storm right in there. It's going to go right through Henderson, Texas. I'll probably tell Ryan about that one's a pretty pertinent threat here, especially because we're going to get another considerable warning. Might be as far south as Mount Enterprise, but it looks like it's going to track south of Carthage towards the center in Texas here. So let's get something through to Ryan there. We're going to cover all considerable destructive severe thunderstorm warnings today, especially if the tornado threat remains a little on the lower side, which is what we are hoping for. Let's see if we can get through to Ryan. Hey Ryan, I'm also concerned about this severe thunderstorm in East Texas. This is in Rusk County, Texas now. It's about to go into Henderson. This is a hailstorm, first and foremost, but you can play back its track here and see how it's suddenly shifted to the southeast, and its hail core has developed rapidly. So Henderson, Texas is about to get on a lot of hail, possibly enough hail to cover the roads, and then this should eventually track more to the southeast. I think it's going to pop up another one of those considerable severe thunderstorm warnings you hear the doo-doo-doo come through. And as it tracks towards Mount Enterprise, Rackfield, and towards the center in Shelby County, I think, all the way down the line there. So I think it's going to go south of Shreveport right now for our friends over there. Go. Ryan's attention now properly delegated over here. You guys, oh, so yeah, destructive one, not a considerable one. So that's a destructive severe thunderstorm now.
Oh wow,
It's moving
destructive. I've never heard that be used.
Henderson, Texas, a very crisp storm moving into your area. There's the destructive right here in this red polygon here. Dark black outlines there to tell you that, hey, this is not messing around. This should actually, if you're in Henderson, Texas, I think this is going to sound the sirens in this area. Um, this will probably incur the emergency management services to sound the sirens in Rusk County. So that is the reason why. That is the reason why those right around Cocoa, the Cocoa area, Cape Canaveral area of Florida here along Interstate 95. So Melbourne, West Melbourne, already got in on a strong storm earlier today. There is another one headed in your direction, and it is going to be wind and hail. The tornado threat is extremely low with these storms over here. So Melbourne, get ready for another storm, especially areas north of Melbourne. We're watching over there for y'all in case a damaging, a costly storm moves through your area. We've got that up here, so you can take a look at it. It's really expected to go in the same direction. We expect it to go in the same direction here, so I'm expecting this to, these areas down here, especially West Melbourne, they might be a little bit vulnerable. They might have some stuff dropped, like some wind damage was there earlier. So another storm moving through is not ideal, and I do think it will happen as this moves through Brevard or Brevard County. Can anyone tell me how you pronounce that in Florida? Brevard or Brevard? If you guys are liking Ryan's stream and my stream here, letting everybody know that this is good, good information. Hopefully, it's helping many people here as we are covering all these storms. The bimodal setup here in Florida and also in Texas at the same time. Plenty to talk about. Brevard, thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are working on this right now, there is a presentation in here of the storm, but
Got it. Thank you. Wow, look at this. Absolute monster hail. You might see a blue pixel here shortly. Let's take a look. Incredible hailstorm here in western Urath County here. This is going to pass right over Dublin, Texas, Alexander, Texas, and head towards Hico or Hico once again. I had the Texas pronunciation guide open and I lost it, so I'm not sure if it's Hico or Hico. But again, this is extreme. This is an extreme hailstorm. You're not going to see a hail core like this every day. In fact, you're not going to see this every month. This is probably a once-a-month hail core right here. So this is the type of hail that is going to completely cover these roads here, these highways. I've got Storm Chaser Zach Hall down there skipping around as his feed catches up. So he's the bottom right chaser here, and he is right here in Dublin, Texas. So he is right out ahead of this monster hailstorm here that's tracking mostly in this direction. Right along, I am concerned right along County or State Road 6 here, going towards Hico or Hico. It also looks like the storm might be moving more east now. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm on a higher tilt. So look at that. We can see it moving southeast. And then aloft, the hail core is starting to move more to the east. This is a very interesting trend. So if we go up with height here, we can see how it's moving southeast, and now the hail is starting to move more to the east there on that latest scan. So I think Stephenville is going to get in on a lot of hail here as this gets injected off by the storm. 77 dBz here in the core. Extreme hailstorm right now. And you can see the hail spike also coming out of the storm from this radar site. The beam is coming from this direction.